Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be checking out Taylor Swift's The Great War. This is my girlfriend. She's going to be checking out the video with me. She's listened to the song before. I haven't, but she had some things to say maybe about it. I don't know.
This is my favorite Midnight's track.
Okay, there you go. Before we get started though, I have some music out. I'm going to leave a link down in the description below. Please make sure to like and subscribe. And I'm going to just let her do her thing.
Yay.
My knuckles were bruised like violets. Sucker punching walls, cursed you as I sleep talked. Spineless in my tomb of silence. Tore your banners down, took the battle underground. And maybe it was ego swinging.
I'm trying not to sing along.
I feel like there was a lot in just that
I know
little
every
bit.
word.
And it like started off pretty
What do you think it's about?
quick. Well, the Great War, she's describing that kind of battlefield right now.
My knuckles were bruised like violets.
Knowing her, it's about love, right? Relationship.
Punching walls, cursed you as I sleep talked. Spineless in my tomb of silence. Tore your banners down, took the battle underground. And maybe it was ego swinging. Maybe it was her. Flashes of the battle.
Maybe it was her? What does that even mean?
Maybe it was ego swinging. Maybe it was her. What was it? We're talking about the Great War.
Yeah.
What is the Great War?
The
I'm
Great-
getting really into it already.
Well, I don't know much about it now. I'm guessing it's just from Taylor Swift. It's relationship. She felt bruised. And
She writes about like a tumultuous relationship, I think, so beautifully. So like the Great War is the relationship at this point.
obviously.
The way that I see it is we don't know what's causing it in any war. Both sides are at fault because war in general is just bad. So maybe it's my ego, maybe it's the other person.
But so she dating so is she having the perspective of someone else here? Maybe it was her, or the perspective of someone else, and then it's like blaming me. What does she mean by her?
Well, this might not necessarily be from her perspective.
Oh, okay, that's what I'm going at. Everything else makes sense. That just kind of is weird.
Took the battle underground, and maybe it was ego swinging. Maybe it was her. Flashes of the battle come back to me in a blur. All that blood shed, crimson clover, sweet dream was over my hand, was the one you reached for. All throughout the Great War, always remember, tears on the letter I vowed not to cry anymore. If we survived the Great War, you drew up some
I love the
good faith treaty.
What?
That, The first time I heard this, I was like,
And that just gets stuck in your head. That's a catchy part right there,
I really like this song.
huh?
It's very, okay, I really love Evermore, is my favorite album, and I feel like this is an Evermore song. That's probably why I love it.
Tears on the letter I vowed not to cry anymore. If we survived the Great War, you drew up some.
So the Great War, we
good
survived the Great War,
faith
would just be like the worst parts of this relationship, right? What would be the Great War? Like we describe it as a relationship.
The worst part of the relationship or the relationship.
If
Maybe
we
it's just
survive
really
it by just
bad.
surviving it by meaning just we stay together, that's surviving it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Definitions.
Tears on the letter I vowed not to cry anymore. If we survived the Great War, you drew up some good faith treaties. I drew curtains close, drank my
I always have to do this. I always get distracted. Did you hear those synths? Little bit of synths right here.
Yeah, go back.
It's super cool.
you reached for all throughout the
Just right here.
Great War. Always remember,
That's
tears
probably,
on the letter I vowed not to cry.
That's what's his face? Jack Antonoff. That's probably a Jack Antonoff thing.
That's probably.
Can't you see him adding like?
True.
Have you ever listened to the Bleachers?
True. Yeah. I've only listened to I think like 2-3 songs from them, but
It's really like you can tell that they just like mesh their two.
like music styles. And
Yeah.
whatever. And it's worked out.
Mm-hmm.
We survived the Great War. You drew up some good faith treaties. I drew curtains close, drank my poison all alone. You
Ooh.
said
I'm trying not to
I
sing
had
every
trust
word.
more freely.
Huh?
I'm trying not to sing every word.
Diesel is desire.
You're getting me distracted.
If we survived the Great War, you drew up some good faith treaties. I drew curtains close, drank my poison all alone. You said
That's a
I have
line.
to trust more freely.
Mm-hmm.
But diesel is desire. You were playing with fire, and maybe it's the past that's talking, screaming from the crypt, telling me to punish you for things you never
Wait for it.
did. So I justified it, all that bloodshed.
That was pretty. I mean, this whole I just want to listen to the whole second verse again, but
Tears on the letter I vowed not to cry anymore. If we
that last part of the verse was
survived
like,
the Great War, you drew up some good faith treaties. I drew curtains close, drank my poison all alone. You said I have to trust more freely. But diesel is desire. You were playing with fire, and maybe it's the past that's talking.
maybe it's the past that's talking.
Screaming from the crypt.
This whole verse, I have to stop and talk about it.
Yeah, well, this whole thing.
So I justified it, all that.
Oh my gosh, very. I think this is very on par with the whole like how she talks about I wrote about all my insecurities in this album more than I ever did before, but that whole verse is like you drew up some good faith treaties. She's like doing this play on the Great War. I drew curtains closed, drank my poison all alone. You said I had to trust more freely. So you're trying to make a treaty. I'm drinking poison and closing my curtains and closing myself off. You said I have to trust more freely. But I say that diesel is desire and this is playing with fire. Maybe it's my past.
Mm-hmm.
And you've listened to other songs on Midnight, right? Did you listen to Would've, Could've, Should've?
Would've, could've, should've. Yeah, I have reacted to
The one about John Mayer.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So it's like the other person is trying to have a relationship with me. I'm sabotaging all of this because of my past, and I know that it's wrong, but maybe it's the past is talking, screaming from the crypt, telling me to punish you for things you never did.
Mm-hmm.
So I justified it because of the feeling that I have from the past,
Mm-hmm.
telling me that it's okay for me to treat you this way, even though I know it's not
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But you can say that as I just did, like you could express yourself with those feelings, or you could write a friggin' awesome verse like that. That's so beautiful. I freaking love this song. Can we go
And
on?
then it just goes back to that
So I just
Taylor chorus.
And maybe it's the past that's talking, screaming from the crypt,
the chorus is so catchy. I love it.
telling me to punish you for things you times I vowed not to fight
The first time I heard this song, I was like,
anymore.
"Ooh."
Survived a great war.
This is a good bridge to Scream.
It's like a whole other verse, but it's a bridge, right? Like it's super.
How many
freaking-
times, like, think of your past relationship and, like, truly, if you think about it and the way that it affects your life, is it not like the same feeling of like in the way that a war like ruins everything? It just feels like a war, you know? Like this
at
could
the
be
end of
a
it?
relationship, but instead it's become something where we are fighting for no good reason and we're
Yeah.
just ruining our lives together. At like what person doesn't have a relationship that feels like
Yeah.
a battle? So beautiful.
I went too far.
It turned into something bigger.
Somewhere in the haze, got a sense I've been betrayed.
Your finger on my hairpin trigger. Slowed you down on that icy ground. Looked up at me with honor and truth. Broken and blue, so I called off the truce. That was the night I nearly
Realizing, okay, I'm doing something wrong.
Hmm?
Realizing in that moment, oh my gosh, war is bad. And I'm doing something wrong, so I'm calling this off. And realizing because of all of this, I have lost you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, here's the painting the picture of war, and then adding it with the painting the picture of the relationship and just meshing them. It's so beautiful. I love this song.
Well, it's a whole like I always say it, and I feel like I reinforce it by saying it, but she paints the picture so well, whatever it is, and it could be so simple as I can't think of them right now, but just like I don't know, simple things that just paint the picture so well in your mind that it gets you in the emotion, you know, like it gets you feeling that. I always say character, but in her point of view, I guess. But
She's so dramatic. I love it.
broken and blue, so I called off the truce. That was the night I nearly lost you.
Oh my gosh. And if you're okay, I just had another. We gotta go on after this. Like, it's gotten to the point in the war, like picture your friend soldier down on that icy ground, looked up at me with honor and truth. That's your friend who you're watching die. And I nearly lost you, as in if I'm in the war, I nearly lost you. In the war, in the relationship, I'm realizing how awful all of this behavior is and the way that I'm treating you. And because of the war from the relationship, I'm nearly losing you with the way that I'm behaving.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
So you have a physical picture and you have a metaphorical picture.
And it goes back to so that part too.
I really thought I loved.
She has to say it again, but like slower, more dramatic, like you said.
We can plant a memory garden.
Oh,
Say a
yeah,
solemn
the
prayer,
snare.
place of poppy in
it's
my
very
Okay, I'm getting
like
distracted. And it's
snares
a whole-
are used in war.
Yeah, that's the
too.
whole part. Yeah, that's I got distracted because of that reason. Like, that was really cool.
She's so freaking brilliant. I love this
We
woman.
can plant a memory garden.
Plant a memory garden.
Say a solemn prayer, a place of poppy in my hair. There's no morning glory, it was war, it wasn't fair. And we will never go back to that bloodshed, crimson clover, The worst was over my hand.
Oh, damn it.
Was the one you reached for.
so catchy too.
Always remember,
This woman.
burn for better, I vowed I would always be yours. 'Cause we survived the great
Because we survived it. Oh. How does she do this?
I will always be yours. 'Cause we survived the great war. I vowed I would always be yours.
Something that she does that I love is like anytime someone's like, oh, her songs are just catchy and that's why everyone likes her and stuff, like, yes, but also she took a chorus like that and wrote it 3 different times. Like the last time was because we survived the Great War. The first times were about like being in the thick of it, and then you can tell from the end that you're out after having gone through the Great War. Like, did you listen to No Body, No Crime from Evermore?
Yeah.
And how the 3 choruses are the same melody with a little different wording.
Yeah.
She does that all the
Because-
time.
yeah.
And it makes it so fun to listen to because
Well, it's-
you have the catchy chorus in your mind, but then every single time you listen to it, it gets more interesting because there's one little change that you have to remember.
Yeah. That she always does that, but I feel especially in that song, the
her.
one that you said, Nobody No Crime.
Nobody, No
Especially
Crime.
because it's like a story. It literally is like a story. So it's cool that it doesn't stay the same. Like the chorus does not stay the same
Yeah.
at all. But yeah, even in the catchy ones, she changes the chorus. Even in the catchy ones. But I really enjoyed this one. Obviously, there's a lot to it. It's gonna take more listens from me. But and so far so good for this album, I would say.
This is one of my favorite albums. I
Yeah.
think every single song is like perfect.
I-
In my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, so far so good. It's been different, especially listening. For me, listening to Red right now because it's super rock country, and then listen to this. It's very pop, but there's always something that's gonna attract you. For me, it's the lyrics. For other people, it could be even like the beat in the background, like anything. You know, there's always something. There's a little bit for everyone. I feel like.
I think this album samples from her old music a lot. I know it does.
Samples as in like she references it
Yeah.
or yeah and that's cool. I've read that in the comments a lot. Yeah, it's super cool. But, yeah.
I'm going to the Eras Tour on March 18th. That's the Saturday. So not the Friday one. I think that's the 17th. I got the second night. So if you're there and you recognize me from this video, say hi.
All right, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.